guys, welcome back to my channel. Why did I sound like Jojo Siwa? Hey guys!
Dream guest on my podcast?
Anyways, you guys, how are you guys doing this Gorga day? I'm currently Manny out in the field, but in the beauty room. I know, I'm scared as well. It's Inception. Today, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do almost like a shop my stash / makeup we forgot existed video. See if it holds up to today's standard of beauty. I think we gotta find that film. I saw Laura do this like last month. Nikki did it, and it's just like a fun ass thing to do. So I'm like, you know what? It's my time. It's my time. I want to do it. I want to try it. I want to see what's in here. So we're gonna shop this little stash as if I'm literally in a TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I know all this stuff is like expired at the house. Like it is. I'm so sorry, but it really is. So we're gonna see if we're gonna break out or not. That's a real concern of mine. But anyways, guys, that's today's video. To be as always. If you guys don't like this video, if you guys don't like me, please don't fucking watch it. No joke with that. But if you guys do like the video, if you guys like when we don't spend money in a video, wow, shocker. If you guys like the gays,
oh, that's right, divas. Snatch those wigs, cause it's getting hunty up in here.
give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you're new, what's up? I'm MannyMua. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I would love if you subscribe. But let's start sifting through the goodies. Okay, we have our little bag, our canasto, as if we're inside a Sephora, the little basket. We have our basket. So we have tons of primers in here. This is gonna be our primer / setting spray drawer. Tons of primers going on. So what the hell are we gonna do? What primers have we forgotten even existed? I forgot about Miss Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection. Forgot about Chew. Wait, Fenty has one? I forgot they have one. I forgot Fenty had one. I feel like we should use this one. Let's try the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I haven't used this so long since I got it in PR years ago when it launched. So why don't we try this one for primer? Foundations. I have not used an Hourglass stick in so long either, or the Air Flash. It's giving blast from the past. I feel like we need to use, I feel like, you know what? I want to go with the Hourglass stick. I just don't ever use these anymore. I forgot they even existed. I'm not even kidding. Concealing time. What do we have in here that we have not used in a gazillion? These, dude. Do they even do these anymore? Do you guys remember these? The Huda Beauty High Coverage Creamy Concealers. I honestly don't even know if they make these anymore. I used to be obsessed with the Dose of Colors one, as you can see. Who remembers the... I think we gotta do this. We gotta do the Jouer. We gotta do the Jouer. This was iconic. Look at this. We got some powders going on. Do y'all remember this? The KKW Beauty, the brightening powders. I feel like we gotta use one of these under the eyes. And then for the face, maybe Laura Mercier. Oh my god, I don't even use this anymore. I haven't even thought about Miss Laura. I'm so sorry. We have Jacqueline over here, some Nikita Dragon over here. Oh, I used to be obsessed with Miss Dermablend's powder. I just haven't used it in years. I will say my blush drawer is a little fucked. I will say that. It's a little spooky. I have to go through this and definitely clear out. What blushes have we oh, you know what? I know exactly which ones. Ofra. I used to be obsessed with the Ofra blushes. We're definitely diving into one of these. I want a neutral one. Help me. Ooh, that one looks kind of nice. This orange peach. Let's do this one. I've actually cleared out a ton of highlighters. This is it being really good for me right now in the highlight section. I feel like I could go into the Becca category, but I'm gonna try to refrain. I'm gonna be strong and not pull these because this is the classic 2016 vibes. So maybe I can go into somewhere else up in, oh, is this Estee Lauder Heat Wave? I could do Heat Wave. Oh, I forgot about you, Diva. But this was sickening. This is a contender here. We have a no. Is this the Tarte one? Oh, we're definitely doing the chrome paint. Y'all remember these? These were the tea and nothing but the tea, so help me God. Baby, I know mascara has expired the house. I just know we're doomed in the mascara category because I've had these for so long. There's just no way. You guys, there's no way. Oh, the NARS Climax. That's lovely. I feel like I need a waterproof one though because it's not going to stick up, dude. Is it expired? Probably, but it looks so nice. Another one I used to literally be obsessed with was this, the Mega Forever Lift and Volume. This reminded me a lot of the She Glam one before I started getting into the She Glam one. I also have face palettes as well. I was thinking about going into... Oh, see, this is a hard video for me because I want to use this. Do y'all remember the Sleek Makeup, this highlighter? I'm putting it in here too. I'm not strong enough. I need to do more. But there's all these like blush palettes. The nostalgia is so real. I have nostalgia in in my drawers. Like, I have iconic ass shit up in here. What should we use for the eyes? What do you think? We can go into Anastasia Beverly Hills. We can do Urban Decay. Things that I've just absolutely forgotten about that came out years and years and years ago, but I've kept it for the sentimental. We need an eyeliner. Where's my KVD? Where's she at? Where's my good Judy at? I have some tea about the KVD that's coming out soon, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Oh, there she is. One of my old tried and trues, Miss Tattoo Liner. For eyeshadow, I was looking for like palettes. I'm like, what do I want to use? What do I want to use palette wise? And then I remembered I have the melt stacks. Why is this one stack so big? I think I combined all of them on accident. What the fuck? It looks like anaconda. I feel like a lot of you guys have been wanting to see my sponge collection. I don't know if I want to show you guys the whole thing, but maybe just a little sneak. Okay, we got some lip liner now. We're going to lip. We're almost done. I think I'm going to pick a lip liner and lippy without telling you guys, so I can be surprised for the video. So I'm going to dig up some stuff, and you will see very soon what we choose for the lip liner, lipstick, and gloss. Okay, guys, so here we are. Okay, you're ready to start this mug, start this face. We have our bag of goodies, and by bag, I mean basket. Our canasto, if you will. What we're gonna do is go into this basket of history, you know, because I used to love these things. These are all things I used to love and rave about and talk about all the time. They're just things I have forgotten as time has passed. And I'm gonna see if it's held up. Are they still good? Are they still in line with what I like in makeup now? We're gonna see. I've already put this on because my camera was rolling. My audio is off. Oh my god, you guys, the audio. This is the, again, Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Primer. I'll do one more squirt. This still feels really, really, really nice and still feels really pleasant, actually. I thought it was gonna feel a lot more like silicone from what I remember. I was wrong. It's actually very, very silky going on. Does it do anything for our pores, though? It does. It does. It's still, I'm finding them. They look smaller. They look smaller, and it still looks really, really nice. I don't know why I stopped using this. I think we're gonna have to keep that on the desk. I think that's gonna be a desk diva. Okay, guys, so now that we have our primer on, looks great. There's like a little bit of a glow to it too, but without like shimmer. And it still makes my pores look smaller. So honestly, that primer, I'm gonna have to reassess. By the way, I'm broken out a little bit. I don't wanna talk about it. I don't wanna look at it. Okay, you guys, let's go in with some foundation. So obviously I wanna go in with the Hourglass Vanish Sticks. I haven't used these in, I think years. I think it's been years. I'm not even kidding. Laura's gonna kill me because she loves these and uses these all the time. But I also have the Studio Fix from MAC. So the MAC Studio Fix is just another option, which is something I have not used in years and eons, and I honestly completely forgot about. So we're gonna go in with Miss Hourglass and see. Oh god, damn, that shit's thick. You know what? It might be thick because I haven't used it in so long, so it's probably not as emollient as it usually is. You know what I'm saying? I'm using the shade Ivory. I don't think this is my gurney anymore. Okay, let's see. We're gonna just pat this on. It's a little thicker, but it could be thicker because it's expired the house. It's expired the house, and I need you guys to know that. But the coverage is, and I remember why I liked you so much. What if I put like a little bit of the foundation on and I go in with like a thinner foundation on top? Like if I did a little bit of this cream stick, but then I take like a liquid foundation and go over top to really help blend it to make it not so thick. What do you guys think about that plan? You guys, it still looks so gorge. The coverage is so insane. It's so fierce. It looks so incredible. It's just really thick. I'm not used to like wearing such a thick feeling foundation anymore. Like I just don't do that as much. This is gonna be like, babe, if you need this to last you a long time, you need to cover up your indiscretions, you need to cover up a dump truck. Like this is that girl for you. I'm taking a little bit of Studio Fix from MAC. Just 'cause I wanna use it on the nose. Just to really get this noggin together, you know? I have to say, even though it feels heavy, I love the way this looks. So I think I just need to buy a new one because I think I just have an expired one. You know, one that just feels even heavier than usual. If you guys have this and you have a non-expired one, does it feel that heavy? Give me the tea, y'all. I'm gonna need the tea, okay? Okay, guys, moving right along. Back then, I didn't really do like cream contouring or cream bronzering as much. I was definitely just using really like powders. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with concealer immediately. We're gonna go in with this Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer from Jouer. I loved this. I used to be obsessed with this. It was so intense, so full coverage. I'm taking the shade Wheat. It was that girl, you guys. I feel like this was truly one of Jouer's most sickening products they ever had. Because I love the way it looked. I love the way it sat on my skin. This is definitely inspired the house. How's that blending? Still stunning. I fear that this routine is gonna be one of my heaviest in a while. I do, because I'm not even used to this much glam anymore. I'm not used to this much coverage. Maybe because I've just become more accustomed to something a little bit lighter and having coverage like where I want it, not coverage everywhere, you know, not like high coverage everything. Whereas this routine right now is feeling like high coverage everywhere, diva. Let me tell you something, this is giving glam peanut butter baby. It's giving glam peanut butter baby down. The thing is, glam looks really good when it's like this intense. Like to me, like I love like a full coverage glam. That shit will last so long. It'll look so good for such a long amount of time. I just love a really intense, like full coverage glam. I just do. Babe, I'm so caked. I don't think nowadays I would use these products with each other. Okay guys, next product we have is the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder. I used to be absolutely obsessed with the Derma Blend powders. They're so sickening. I don't really use as many other brands' powders nowadays because I have my own powder I came out with Lunar Beauty. So I just naturally use that one because I built it to be low-key perfect for me and for people with skin like mine. So I tend to just use that one kind of exclusively, you know what I mean? Especially because I have multiple colors. But let's go in with this and see what she's giving. I'm going in with the white one. Derma Blend really devoured. They really did. This was such a great powder. Still is an amazing powder. I can see myself still using this if I didn't have my own powders. 1000%. This is something that I just probably stopped using because I have my own, but this is great, you guys. This is so good. Such good powders. They slayed. And they also have multiple colors. They have like a yellow one. They have multiple shades. Where are my pores? Let's find my pores. Let's find them. Mr. Blend still eats with these, let me tell you. They still absolutely devour. We're gonna go real powdered today, trust and believe, because that was my way back then. Was a powdered down super matte fantasy. All this white powder, it's giving clean it up. Okay, let's bronze up. We're gonna go in with the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. I've not used this in years. Years and years and years. And like I was saying back then, I didn't really cream bronze. So we're just gonna go in with a ton of bronzer. You guys, I really wish I got more into cream bronzing back then because cream bronzing helps things last a lot longer. And I love it so much. Now I can't really imagine not doing it, so this is kind of weird. I will say it still looks very pretty, still very airbrush, and it still looks really nice. This is still a gorgeous shade on me. It has like a little bit of like a golden tone. What is this? In the shade Bronzed. Beach Bronzer in the shade Bronzed. You know, as I'm applying it, I feel like there's little spots that are kind of patchy. Like right in this temple-y area, right over here. A little bit of patchiness, and I feel like when I have cream bronzer on, you don't really see the patchiness as much. And I don't know if it's me and my application, or it's the product. I don't know. It's probably me. Let's blame me. Or it could be the product, because it's definitely expired. Usually matte powders, though, they're not bad. Like, even expired, like, they're not bad. I just feel like there's a little bit of patchiness going on with the bronzer, and I don't know if it's the bronzer itself, or it's because I don't have cream bronzer underneath, you know? You know what? We're moving on. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go out tonight, you guys. I think I'm gonna go out. I think I'm gonna go to the club. It's literally the start of Pride. It's like Pride weekend. Like, I think I have to go be a feral animal. Let's go with blush. This is the Ofra Mai Tai. I used to be obsessed with Ofra Mai Tai. I thought it was such a pretty, like, orangey blush color that you don't see often, you know? So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Oh, it's still very pigmented. How pigmented? It's giving a sunset. You guys, that's so pretty. Oh. I feel like this will look really good, especially like if you're tan. You have a little self-tan going, or you have more of a tan complexion, more medium skin tone. I think it still looks nice on me, even though I'm pretty fair. I just think that it complements more if you have like a tan on. It just looks, to me, looks better. Like if I'm tan and have this on, you can't tell me nothing. What do you guys think? That's pretty, you guys. Why did I even stop using that? That's gorge. You know why I stopped using it? Because I got more into the light baby doll pink territory. That's why. Definitely withstood the test of time. That's still absolutely stunning. And I love that it's an actual like orangey tone and not like a peach. Like, babe, it's orange. It's orange, it's orange, it's orange. You know, it's giving orange. I feel like we have to highlight now. Yeah, we do. But first, let's go in with this. I have not used Fix Plus, you guys, in also eons, years, centuries. I forgot all about you. I'm so sorry, Diva. You're not gonna, oh, you don't work? You think maybe there's like a debris in here, you guys, you think? Let's see. Nope. I somehow found another Fix Plus in my room. I don't know how we got so lucky and so blessed, but look at this one, we'll spray. Bitch! The smell. Oh my god, that's really weird because my fight or flight just activated. With that smell, my fight or flight just activated. Because it reminds me when I worked at Mac. Should I keep Fix Plus on the desk? Okay guys, so why don't we do highlighter now? So we have two options and we're just gonna use them both, to be quite honest. We have our Sleek Makeup Palette. I used to wear this highlighter literally nonstop. It was actually a sick joke. Obsessed with it. And then we have this from Tarte. This is the Chrome Paint that I would put on my nose for really, really strong highlighter. So why don't we do the Chrome Paint first? We'll use the back of this because like it always like shattered. Oh, it's so gunky. Hold on, let's see. I would put it right on the nose. Oh my god, it's so intense. No, that's too much. I just think that's too much. Like for some reason, the texture and consistency of the highlighter now, I don't like it because it almost gives me like this weird grit to my hand. I feel like it still looks nice, but it looks a little heavier, a little chunkier. You know what I mean? So I tend to not really go for that as much now. Now I'm a lot more into like the glowing, not so glittery effect. So let's take Miss Sleek. This one is specifically the peach one, because I used to be obsessed with this. Zaya didn't like that. She stared at me. I have not used a highlighter like this in, as I said, eons and centuries. And this is so wild because this shit was so intense and was like one of the highlighters back then. This was like the tea. I'm just not as into this kind of highlighter as I once was. So I don't think that's something I'm gonna continue to use. But for me, that's history, Diva. It's just not my makeup style anymore. You know, but it was. Baby. I was that highlight queen. I was obsessed with really, really fierce and strong, very intense highlighter for a very, very long time. Not that I don't like it now. Like, I still like a good highlighter. It's just I have a different way of applying it, different vibes, different textures that I enjoy. Let's go on to the brows. I was going to take dip brow, but I'm like, girl, I feel like dip brow always pops into my head all the time. Like, honestly, dip brow is always in my head because people are somehow always talking about dip brow. I didn't forget it. But you know what I did forget about? Gimme Brow by Benefit. So Benefit launched an entire like brow range, but Gimme Brow was before all their brow products. So now that they have that many brow products, like, you kind of forget about Gimme Brow. At least I did. I haven't used Gimme Brow in years. But we're gonna take Miss Gimme Brow and we're gonna see how she holds up in comparison, because I have not used this in so long, but I really do enjoy this kind of style of brow now. I just love the fluffy natural brow. Oh, that looks really good. It still looks so good, baby. You know, like, it looks so good, baby. I'm gonna have to keep using this one, I fear. Yeah, we're using that again. So now I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes, and we will do eyeshadow now. Okay guys, so when it comes to eyes, I'm torn because we could use this as our eyes, our melt stacks combined. Why does it look like a... You know what? I deserve that. I did. I definitely tried that 100%. So I have that, but I also have this, which I have not touched or used in literally years. This is my Morphe x MannyMua Glam palette. We did like a mini little palette together. Very like chill. It has 12 shades. Very just like neutral energy, neutral vibes. So I was kind of tempted to use this. The thing is too, I of course loved this. I created it with them, but since then I've done like my own things, better versions of this. Like I've come out with better neutral stuff than this with my own brand. So like to me, I'm like, oh, like it's sweet, it's history, but it's not something that I'm like, oh my god, like this is the best thing currently. Like it's not. But I think that's just me though. I think that it's in my mind. Like I want to just continue to create and make better things constantly. Like I'm always like wanting more and more and more and like the best and like trying so hard. So I just feel like now I could do better than this with what I've done. But this was so cool when I was able to do it, and it was really nice because me and Morphe used to have a very like close-knit relationship, obviously, as you guys know. So it's just nice in the way of like history, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of gonna probably play between them both and see what it's giving, what the vibes are. People loved this palette too because it was such a good neutral, like user-friendly palette. It really is. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Sophie, which is, oh my god, how funny. The names are even gagging me. The shade Sophie is actually inspired by Howl's Moving Castle. It's, you know, the woman in Howl's Moving Castle. And there's a shade called Howl, which is obviously Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. Look at that dimension of that eye. Just like an absolutely soft, sweet, angelic Energico. This formula is a little bit softer, so you do have to build this one up a little bit more. And now I think in this day and age, I just prefer a little bit more of an intense formula. I'm gonna go with the shade Zaya next. How cute that this is in here. Of course, I've used Zaya's name in other things. She's like a humongous part of my life, of course. How cute. It's like this really nice dusty brown. It's just like a really nice brown. This like warm brown shade. It's like a caramel. Look at this eye. How gorge. I don't think these are available anymore, but how absolutely stunning. And people really liked this, so that was really cool. There was this video I saw recently. Not recently, it's actually a little while ago, but there was this funny video of this little girl, and she got into her mom's Manny X Morphe, and she used Jamenta everywhere, all over her face, and she was just like red, and it was so freaking funny. The problem is I think I've combined like too many at this point. Like I don't know what's real and what's like not. There's Unseen. We can use this. We can use this shade too, which I really like. Enigma. Ooh, what the hell is this? I like this. It's like this little matte stack. Let's combine this one. Very small amount of Enigma. I think that the melt stacks were so freaking cool and so fun and so ahead of their time at that time. Like they were such a fun thing to use. I think now they're just a little bulky. I don't think people are as into like how bulky and intense they are to store, but the quality is so good. And what a fun ass idea that they had. And it was so innovative and so dope, and the quality was so amazing. Melt, I mean, still has incredible, amazing quality with their stuff. They're great. Like I still absolutely love Melt. These stacks, you have to admit, were the absolute tea. See, this is also a pain in the ass. Like this is also low-key a pain in the ass to kind of go through and see which are which. Oh, there's the cream ones. I forgot they did cream. The cream stack. I've been creamed. It's too much to try to go through them all. It's too much. I don't know. Let me see. The shade Aries. I think these are expired by now. Like I don't think they're gonna translate as well on the lid. But we can try to put the shade Aries on the lid and see if it can give us a little something. This is like basically very similar to blue-brown pigment from MAC. That kind of energy, but with a little bit more of a purple tone to it. And I remember loving to do looks with this. Like I loved like a very like blue-brown pigment. This shade kind of reminds me of a more like blue-purple version of the one I did with Makeup Geek when we had that shade and that palette. Okay, I'm gonna finish the shadow off camera. I'll be back to do some eyes with you, a mascara, and a lash. I'll be right back. I loved an eye look like this. This was so my tea. Honestly, I still love this. Like, I still love this vibe. I don't do it very often, as I used to, but I still think it's so pretty. We're gonna take our KBD tattoo liner. This is actually, says Kat Von D, and this is when it's like back in the day. This is probably, honestly, has no ink in it. If it says Kat Von D still, baby, ain't gonna have no ink left. It's gray. It's gray at this point. There's a little some a morsel. I absolutely loved the KBD liner, especially back then when I was more into doing like wings and being a little bit more intense with my eyeliner. I don't use it as much anymore because I don't really do wings as much anymore. But anytime I was like, fuck, I need like a wing, I want to look fierce, I want it to look really sickening, I would pull out Miss KBD. This was my girl. I feel like we should do a wing for all time's sake, don't you think? Why don't I do wings that often anymore? I don't know. I'm just not as much of a wing girly as I used to be. But why? What happened to me? Who am I? I feel like what we need to do is we need to put on, I used to really like the Climax mascara from NARS. I really did. But the thing is, now that I'm in my 30s and I'm just a well-rounded woman of the people, I now use waterproof mascara. And I no longer use mascaras really that, you know, don't have a waterproof attached to it, because I need the lashes to stay. And I feel like if it's not waterproof, chances are high it's not gonna stay. It's not gonna stay lifted and shifted and high up in the ceiling. So let's try this. I don't think it's gonna hit like I wanted to. Also, it's probably expired the house, but I used to really like this mascara because I thought it did such a good job at giving you such like intense thickness and fullness. Where'd my lashes go? It looks stunning, but you can't see them because it's not waterproof. If they do a Climax mascara that's waterproof, I would be so happy. I'm gonna have mascara on the other eye as well, but I think I'm gonna also apply these. These are the Lily lashes in the style Ella. Iconic lash from Lily Lashes. A very intense, flary, mink one. I just don't really use lashes like this anymore. I'm into the more flary vibes where you can see more of my eye. Maybe that's why, because I like really want to make sure you can see like my eye makeup or something. I like the spikiness rather than the heavy lash. I just don't do a heavy lash anymore, but we're gonna do it today. We're back. Are the lashes giving? Tell me this lash is not giving the past. Blast from the past. Okay, you guys, so we have some lippies here. We have a couple options, and lip liner, I ended up pulling Miss Dragon Beauty. I have obviously completely forgot about Miss Dragon Beauty because there's no more products from Dragon Beauty, so I completely forgot this was a thing. But we're taking, it's like the brownish one. I loved how big these pencils were. They were so cool because they were so large, and I loved that so much. I just don't know what shade this is, but it's the middle one. I really like these lip liners a lot too. Like, thought that they were just really nice. Lip liner is still stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. I just love how big this fucking lip liner is. It's so insane. I just love it. It's crazy. And now we're going with our lip. This lippy from MAC Cosmetics. I got this when I worked at MAC. So I need you guys to think how long I've been doing this as a creator. I got this when I worked at MAC. But this shade, Enchanted one, was a lipstick I wore all the time when I worked at MAC. Like, I wore this constantly. It would kind of remind me of like kind of sexy Velvet Teddy energy. Not too much now because this is history. And peachy. I love it. Okay, anyway, so for gloss, we have multiple options here. All just iconic ones. Buxom, old school Buxom ones. Completely forgot about these. Haven't thought about them in a long, long time. This is in the shade Dylan. We have the iconic Jouer lip enhancers. Is that what they're called? Lip toppers. The lip toppers. These were wild. And then we have the OG Anastasia lip glosses that were like really intense too. But I think I'm going to end up just going in with Jouer. I have the Funfetti one, and I have Champagne Gold. Which one should I do? I think I'm going to do Champagne Gold. Oh, bitch. They also just feel really good and thin and not gritty. And you would think they'd be gritty because of the amount of glitter in them, but they don't. This is also history right here. Wow. That is it for my blast from the past makeup tutorial, essentially. Just shopping my own collection, seeing the products that have withstood the test of time. By the way, I would not do this lip topper again, just as a side note. Not really as into the foiled, like, glittery look on the lip as much as I once was. Like, I like glitter on the lip, but just not as much. I don't want it to look frosty. I want it to look like a light glitter, not frosty. And this kind of gives me a frosty vibe, so I wouldn't really continue to use this. But there's a lot of things I would continue to use, and I'm excited to kind of reactivate it in my own routine to see, like, what I want to continue to use, what I want to do with the routine. A lot of them will go back into the vault. They will. That's just the reality of life. I cannot keep using all these things. But it was really fun to go down memory lane and try a bunch of stuff that I haven't tried in years and years and years. And a lot of it's still so sickening. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Do you guys feel like I should incorporate some of these things into the routine? Like, what do you guys think? Like, I'm so curious if you guys remember these products. Do you guys have any of these products? Do you think that they should be brought back? I'm just curious to know. I think the one thing I really need to start using again is the Hourglass foundation. Just getting a new one that's not like expired or too heavy. And the Fix Plus as well. I think those are the ones that I'm like, oh shit, those are coming back in like immediately. Those are jumping back in immediately. I loved it. I love this video. It was so much fun. It felt so nostalgic. I hope you guys had fun watching it and you guys were entertained and enjoyed it. Entertained. But yeah, have a great night or day, wherever you guys are, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye. I love you. Bitch, I said what I said. But it smells so good. It smells like that concealer. And you know what? Maybe it's because I've just come. Look out, cause here I come. Come here. Come here. You tried it?